morning, boys and girls, and welcome to ARC. This week we're going to be learning about a different mini beast, and this one's my favourite. It's the ladybird. And I love the ladybird because of its bright red colour and because of the black polka dots on its back. Maybe you've lifted a ladybird and you've let it run across your hand. Kinda tickles, doesn't it? Yeah. Gardeners like ladybirds as well. And gardeners like ladybirds for a different reason, not because of their bright colours or because they tickle them, but because they protect their plants and flowers and their fruits too. Yes, ladybirds are helpful. I want to tell you about something that happened quite a while ago in America. It's in a place called California, and in California the sun always shines and it's a beautiful warm place. And they're famous for growing orange trees. But one time they had a problem. This problem had a funny name. It was a harmful insect called the Cottony cushion scale. Yeah, I don't know really what it looks like, but there's a picture of it here. And they found out that these pests had actually come from Australia on a ship by accident. And they had landed on their orange trees and were destroying them, and all their orange trees were dying. But in Australia, they had these Cottony cushion scale insects as well, but their orange trees didn't die because they had their special Australian ladybirds. So the Australian farmers were very kind. They shipped over 500 of their Australian ladybirds over to California to help treat the problem. And that's what happened. It took a long time. It took 2 years before the Australian ladybirds were able to get rid of the Cottony cushion scale insects. But they did. They solved the problem. They were super helpful. And this reminds me of something else. This reminds me about someone else who was sent to save our lost and dying world. And that was Jesus. Jesus cared about people. Everywhere he went, he helped. Sometimes he healed the sick. Sometimes he fed many, many people. And he loves everyone so much that he even died to take the punishment for our sin. Jesus wants us to be like him and to help and to care for other people. And our memory verse today reminds us about that. It's found in Galatians chapter 5 and verse 13. And it says, serve one another in love. Maybe this week you can think of different ways that you can love and help other people. It might be tidying your room for mum. It might be washing the dishes. It could be helping in the garden. It could be looking after someone who's sick by delivering some groceries. And it's a perfect opportunity to help others and to do as the Bible has commanded us, to serve one another in love. Our craft this week is to make a ladybird, and you'll find the page in your pack called Ladybug Craft. So the first thing that you have to do is to colour in your ladybird. Then you need to cut around the outside and then along each of these solid black lines. You might need a little bit of glue to glue it together, and if you want to, around the edge here you can use these scrap bits of paper to draw some legs, some eyes, a nose and some antennae, and then you can cut those out and stick those on too. This is my little ladybird. Here's her legs. You can see her little eyes and her antennae. And this is the one that I made. Now every time you look at your ladybird, you'll be able to remember our story of how the ladybird was helpful and how our memory verse reminds us to serve one another in love. Thank you for listening. Bye.